Thankfully, my voice is still in the same place as it was yesterday morning when I woke up. And I was looking into it more, and I think vitamin C was the connection that I made for it, because the voice was really resonant, and I'd taken loads and loads of vitamin C in the last couple of days, because I had a sore throat and I was trying to get rid of it. My brother's getting married next week, and I'm his best man, so obviously I need to be able to speak and sing and stuff. So I was tracking everything out. Anyway, the result of that is I woke up yesterday with a really clear voice, and that stayed. And I was looking more into it, what vitamin C the link is. And I know vitamin C is good anyway, like I've been having it since a kid. But I've never had it in that dosage before. So I looked up the link, and I came across this guy called Dr. Robert Ivka in the United States. He's retired now, but he basically was able to help patients with chronic sinusitis after years and years and years. He healed them basically from that. And I looked at the regimen that he would show, and it was basically all the normal stuff that you say, like garlic, ginger, all that stuff, zinc lozenges, vitamin C, like echinacea, all this stuff, but like doses way higher than I've ever done before. So, for example, vitamin C, he would say like 3,000 milligrams a day, usually it's 2,000 milligrams a day, like max. And he would do like 3,000 milligrams after each meal. So like, that's the kind of dosage he was on. This morning I was sitting at church, it was awful. Actually, no, it wasn't awful, it wasn't great, because I basically had this really bad stomach cramp because I had so much vitamin C, because after jumping on that vitamin C bandwagon, I had loads of it, and then gave myself diarrhea, so gotta be careful. And I still sound a bit sick, obviously, a bit clogged up and everything, but it's a lot clearer than it usually is. And another thing that I did today is, because after reading more about Robert Ivka and stuff, again, like he was saying, do nasal irrigation. Usually people are like, oh yeah, do it once, twice a day. He's like, do it every hour. So it's like a different level, and I've never been to that kind of level before. So I put together this mixture of that's cayenne pepper, turmeric, and salt. That's it, in obviously like distilled water, previously boiled water. That's I then put in the freezer. And I basically just put a little bit just up the nostrils, because usually like I take that stuff but just in a tea. And one time using that sort of stuff and like apple cider vinegar, ginger, garlic, all that stuff, I'll make a tea of that, and then I'll drink it throughout the day. And one time my voice was really clear, similar to kind of how it is now, or even a bit clearer even. And I remember that day my singing was like so much better than usual, and it's like I've always been trying to figure out as to today, like, what did I do differently on that day? And that was one of the things that I did on that day. I made this whole tea and I was sipping it throughout the day. But since then I tried the same thing, make tea and drink it, but maybe I didn't drink it throughout the day or something. Maybe it was I did it all quickly. I can't really be sure. But then it got me thinking, why don't I do the same but like in a nasal rinse? So I put this in there, and just a little bit. It will last for so long, like that would last several days even. I don't know if that's actually healthy, I might put it in the fridge or something, but you just do a little bit there because it really stings, like makes big impact. But the result is it kind of stays there, that sensation of that, like kind of almost like a mini burn or something. And then we've just been on a long walk for a couple of hours. And yeah, so I had this, like, as I said, it's just, what's that, like, some cayenne pepper, some turmeric, and some sea salt in that. And my voice is still, very clear. I'm going to be doing that, every few hours as and when I can. Also, obviously, been wearing the alpha and stuff. I don't think the alpha would be having too much to do with it. One thing I would possibly think of is the constant pressure up there means I'm able to activate, these resonators more. I'm not really too sure, but I would say it's definitely to do with the chronic sinusitis stuff, which is what I'm essentially tackling. And because it's like you get the feeling of the stuff in the throat, and now that's kind of been it's kind of off the chords to a certain extent. I don't really know if that's accurate in my case, but I would say it definitely lines up. It's like I've been dealing, my sinus have been, I've always got inflammation in my nose, and I've had 2 surgeries on my nose and everything. I've done everything to try and get rid of it, but I've not done the dosage as said to this level, and I've not done that cayenne pepper and turmeric and stuff through the nose. I've only ever done like, you know, sinus rinse in my nose, like just sea salt, and I think I once did like peppermint oil there and there, whatever, but I didn't do it like loads of times or anything. So yeah, doing that cayenne pepper, yeah, just a bit in there has made a big difference, I'd say. And like seeing now is like, even this morning was, as I said, it wasn't great at church. It was because obviously Good Friday. But just seeing now, like, you know, after the walk, it's just like so much easier. It's resonating and everything. So I'm very excited. I really think that's getting somewhere. It's a heck of a journey so far, isn't it? Yeah, just wanted to update you that it's chronic sinusitis, and that's a potential remedy, like doing high dose stuff, getting the, you know, stuff that's really gonna, it's kind of stuff which would really irritate your, you know, your mucous membranes, but like, yeah, just a little bit of that. If you shoot it up, you will have like, yeah, that's gonna hurt your brain. So yeah, anyway, try that. And that might help your sinusitis issues. Yeah, like I said, took vitamin C heavily for like a few days. Woke up one day, suddenly a much clearer voice. People can now hear me when I'm talking to them, mate. So that could, you know, that could change your life, couldn't it? I'll speak to you all soon. That's good news, though.